Alright, I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm Coin Ring Maker. If you've never seen me before, I make coins like this into rings like this. Today we're going to be working on a 1979 Susan B. Anthony coin, $1. And we're going to make this into a size 6.5, which is pretty small for a dollar coin ring. But let's get into it. First thing we got to do is punch a hole in it. So that's what we're going to do. Get my phone out of the way so I don't hit it with this hammer. There we go. There's our 1/2-inch center punch. And if anybody wants to get a coin ring from me, you can check out my website. It's linked on my profile. I'm also going to pin it right down here so it's super easy to find. There is a coupon on my profile if you want to save a little money placing your order. You can just tap the coupon button and it'll copy it to your phone's notepad thingy, and you can put it right in when you check out. So check out all the cool coin rings at coinringmaker.com. There's our coin so far. Nice 1/2-inch hole right in the middle. I really like how you get, I don't know, this is a really cool coin. Lots of nice detail on it. The next step is to clean up this inside edge here. You can see it's a little rough and sharp. So we're going to grab our deburring tool. Some people call this a reamer. It's a pretty sharp curved blade that rotates around. It's really good for cleaning out the inside of coins. So that's what we're going to do. We got about 400 people in here. Y'all tap the screen. We got 4 likes. See how many likes we can end up with before I finish deburring the inside of this coin. Tap that screen. Tappy tap, double tap. Let those hearts show up. Let's see them. Let's see those hearts fly all over the screen. Let's do it. Let's go. Tap the screen. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And while I'm working on this, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I do make lots of different types of coins into rings, so if you'd like to take a look at what some of my finished work looks like, go to the link on my profile and check it out. For anybody just joining in, we're making a 1979 Susan B. Anthony coin ring. Size 6.5. I like rings made out of coins or hex nuts, but I need my finger measured. What I recommend to get your ring size is just visit a jewelry store. Usually they'll do it for free. It'll take about 5 minutes. They'll just try on a couple different ring sizers for you and get your size locked in. As far as the legal issue with making coins into rings, it's very similar to penny smashing machines. You might find it like Six Flags or SeaWorld. There are some laws about altering currency, but they mostly speak about counterfeiting or fraudulently defacing the currency. That's not what I do. I make jewelry out of it. So there's no fraud here. I'm not trying to make the coins appear like they're more valuable. In fact, by the time I'm done, they're no longer even currency, and I don't recommend trying to spend them. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can visit coinringmaker.com. There's about a 3-minute read blog post on there. I co-wrote with a lawyer just to make sure I got everything right. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. All right. So what we just did there was annealing. It's a process where you heat up the metal and it kind of softens it, makes it less brittle. It's going to make it easier to fold and shape, which is what we're going to do next. I'm going to head over here to my 1-ton arbor press and my phone mount to film this part. A phone stand, and then we're going to grab our doming block, which is going to help us do our first fold. That's this thing right here, and get something to prop this up. There we go. I think we're zoomed in too. Yep. All right, so here's our coin so far, and I'm going to drop it like it's hot. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If you'd like to get a coin ring made by me, they are pretty cool. And you can check out what the finished results look like by visiting coinringmaker.com. The link is in my profile. There's also a coupon code on my profile. You can just tap a button. It's a pretty cool button. I'd really like some people to use it. It's brand new. Nobody else has this coupon button. So go check it out. And I'm going to place that in there. We've got, this is a Deburring, so it's really hard plastic. I used to use steel ball bearings to do this fold, but this Deburring actually protects the detail a little bit better. And it's nice and strong. So now we've got a nice even first fold there. Looking really good. Do I use non-US coins? Mostly I stick to US coins, just for like legal reasons. Other countries have different rules about their currency, and I have done my research on US currency, so I know that I'm in the clear there. So just to avoid any kind of legal situation, I mostly stick with US currency. That's a good question. What's the hardest coin to use? The hardest coin to work on for me is like 90% silver dimes, like a Mercury dime, or some of the Eisenhower dimes are 90% silver. And that's because the band is so thin. While I'm trying to shape it, if I do too much too fast and I haven't annealed properly, I'll split the coin. I can show you what that looks like. Let's see here. Here's the start of a split, right? So if I split the coin, the ring is pretty much donezo. But with dimes, the band is so thin, it's really like a balancing act. So I got to be really, really careful. Chuck E. Cheese coins, no, I don't do anything that has like trademark or copyright. So no Spider-Man, no Superman, no DC, no Marvel, no Chuck E. Cheese. Pretty much mostly US currency, and then things that are put out by like private mints here in the United States. So I've got some fine silver rounds that have really cool designs on them that are put out by like Golden State Mint and a couple other mints like that. Just finished a ring, stainless steel band with antler band. Woo! Turquoise and glow powder? Shoot, dude, do you post you making rings? I'm gonna have to follow you. That sounds tight. Hell yeah. You gotta be careful with that antler dust, man. I hope you're wearing the proper safety gear. But that sounds like a pretty sweet ring. Yeah. Well, for someone who's just starting, man, you got multiple layers on your jewelry there. That's really impressive. My wife loves turquoise, and she's wanted me to incorporate it into my rings for a long time, but I'm not sure how to do it. Why is the dust bad? It's just not really something you want to be breathing in. So you should wear like a ventilator while you're when you cut antler, it's like kind of worse than like cutting into wood. It turns into dust. So it's really fine powder and mess up your lungs. Just don't recommend breathing it. Yeah, it smells bad too. But the results are very good. Like if you do it right, you can make really, really nice rings. So not trying to discourage anyone from working on antlers. I don't in particular, but I do watch a couple people who do, and I'm impressed by it. Like I don't know if Ron's watching. Ron works on antlers. It's hard to shape. Yeah, that's one reason I really like copper and silver and 90% silver. It's like its own kind of Play-Doh once you kind of figure out how to mold and shape it. Like you can do a lot of interesting things with metal if you understand the properties, the tolerances. It's pretty hard working with bone. Yeah, I believe it. Work with driftwood. Oh, but driftwood's so pretty though. I love just the look of like raw driftwood. It's gorgeous. So that would be a pretty cool medium. But for me, I love coins. Like, I can't look at a coin and like not see like the ring it would become. Like, I have like coin ring blindness. Anytime I see a coin I've never seen before, I'm like, oh, I want to ring it. I want to make it into a ring. So this one's going to be a size 6.5. I am just going to stretch it out a little bit so we get more of a flared shape on it. Bone has got to be one of my favorite materials. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I just want to flare this out just a little bit so that it goes down this die we're going to use a little bit better. Oh, thank you. We got an order. I appreciate it. Whoever placed the order, thank you very much. If anybody's interested in checking out my work, please do visit the link in my profile. There's also a coupon button on that profile, so you can grab that and save it for later. Just tap the button. And thank you very much. I do appreciate it. So yeah, this is the die we're going to send it down. This is a 7-degree Swedish wrap. And we're just going to push it down here to make this smaller. But you don't want to have a lot of metal on metal contact. So we're going to put some plumbing tape around it. I have been making coin rings for a little over 3 years. I started 2020. I had a lot of free time. I'm sure you guys understand. And I needed something to keep my hands busy. And I really, I saw one YouTube video of a guy making a quarter into a ring. And I was like, I bet I could do that. That looks kind of fun. Just an interesting challenge. I never expected that I would not only build a brand and a business around it, but be able to quit my job. And recently, I was able to make this into an LLC. So it's an actual company that I own, which is so crazy. I couldn't have asked for more. It's so cool. So thank you guys for watching. I really do enjoy sharing this process with people. And it seems like y'all enjoy it. So if you're liking this live, please make sure to tap the screen. We've got 1,200 likes on the live. That's pretty good. And yeah, as we push that down in there, the ring's going to get smaller and smaller. But we're shooting for about a 6.5, which is pretty small. So I'm going to throw a little more tape on it and push it some more. I don't like to go full throttle and push really far. I like to do little steps because you don't want to overdo it. It kind of messes up the shape of the ring. Take your time. That should be pretty good. It's looking nice and tiny. But you can still see it's got, I have a graveyard of not opened up well rings. Yeah. I've got, this is my drawer reminder of all my failures here. So we've got all kinds of screwed up rings. I actually have 2 drawers. They're all just messed up, ruined, snapped. Keep them to remind me what not to do. Keep the reminders of the mistakes very close to where I work so I don't do it again. But yeah, here we've got this a little bit of a cone shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it upside down in the cone and try and even that up, get a nice straight wall look. Now we'll take this tape off and see how it's looking. Should be pretty good. we still got quite a bit of fire scale on there. The shape is really nice. Go ahead and check the size on it. I'm hoping it's around 6. Oh, look at that. You see that 6? That is right where I wanted it. Because on the inside of most coins, there's a bit of a lip, which can kind of affect how comfortable it is. Let's get some better light. This is a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar. What age is my press? It's about 3 years old. I've maybe it's about 2.5. I didn't have it the whole time I was working on rings. But yeah, on the inside there's a little lip. So we're going to cut that away, and that should get us right at 6.5. See if I've missed any other comments here. I hope not. But either way, if y'all want to check out some of my finished work, please visit the website. Tonnage, it's a 1 ton. It's a 1-ton Arbor press. I got it from Harbor Freight. It's really nothing special, and I've had to add some interesting modifications to get it to work. It's pretty much just a bare bones 1-ton Arbor press. Nothing too fancy. Do I do many gold rings? Not really. Most of my customers usually get like 90% silver. That's the biggest selling one. I have made gold rings before. It's a bit more of a process because I can't really inventory them. They're very expensive to just inventory and wait for someone to show up and hope that they want one. So if you are interested in getting a gold coin ring, go comment on one of my videos and I'll get back to you about it because I want to make sure we find the right coin for you, right? I hope that makes sense. But I have done them in the past. They're pretty cool. But mostly 90% silver, like constitutional silver. This one right here is copper clad. So I work on about 5 different types of metals. 90% silver, 40% silver, fine silver, copper clad, and gold. Yeah, no problem. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, go ahead and hit that follow button. It'll give you good karma, give you good luck. Now we're almost done shaping and sizing the ring, which means we get to go to my favorite part, making it shiny and pretty. I absolutely love cleaning up and polishing rings. And we're gonna get to start that soon. Yeah. Again, if you haven't checked out the website yet, the link is on my profile, and there's a pretty cool little coupon button there that you can snag on your way. So go check that out. I think if you tap on like my user profile picture, you can still like hear me talk and even visit my website and still hear what's going on the live. They'll test that out for me. Tell me if that's true. I think it's true. Can you still hear me? Boo, 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 boo. Do the feel test here. That feels pretty smooth. All right. Check our size. Not quite a 6.5. Got an $18.99 barber. $half need made into a ring. $half are usually $150 plus shipping. Ironically, no one said that yet. One person did ask if it was against the law, but no one has straight up called it illegal. Yeah, if you'd like me to work on that $50, just go comment on any of my TikTok videos, and I'll get back to you and message you. That looks really nice and smooth now. I am going to have to stretch this just a little bit to get to that 6.5 though. All right, if y'all are enjoying the live, make sure to tap the screen and hit the follow button. If you want to get a coin ring, go to coinringmaker.com. Make sure to use that coupon code on my profile. Just tap that coupon button. I want to see somebody use it. I thought it was super cool when I got it, and nobody has used it. So if you want to be the first, go check it out. All right, so you can see we're getting a little bit of that flared out where it's wider on one side than the other. That just happens when you stretch it. So we're going to stretch it probably to a size 7 and then fix the shape of it. I really thought cutting the lip off would have hit size 6, but sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. All right, we got it at 7. Go back to our reduction dies down here. That one is too big. That should work. Hopefully we didn't go too far. That looks really nice. Hey, all right, so we still got about a quarter more to reduce. Someday I'm gonna order from you. That's what's up, man. Someday I'll order from you too, dude. Like, probably come Halloween, I'll get me something cool. You're a little seasonal. You know what I mean? I love your channel. Like, I love watching your stuff. I 3D print too. I know we don't talk about it too much on this, but I got into 3D printing like way long before I got into coin rings. So I had, original MakerBots, solid doodles, all the I built my own rep wrap. I built an ANET A8. I got 2 pretty sweet Zortrax printers. And I have a wooden freaking Ultimaker I need to fix. Most expensive ring I've ever made. That would be a 1/4 ounce gold American Eagle. I made that for a guy. His name is PogChamp. He sorts, well, he doesn't sort. He coin roll hunts here on TikTok and on Twitch. So he's going through like rolls of quarters to look for valuable ones, and he's pretty good at it. But yeah, he bought a 1/4 ounce gold Eagle ring from me. That was the most expensive one I've sold. It was nice, man. Currently, I'm not doing too many custom orders, but I do have a lot to choose from on the website. So you can do very specific years, different types of coins. I've tried really hard to have a pretty extensive inventory for people to pick from. But when working on customer orders, it's tricky. Like I showed you guys earlier some of my mistakes, right? So like sometimes coins just don't want to be rings, and they'll split or they'll bend weird. And if this was your sentimental like grandfather's coin, I really don't want to be responsible for ruining it, just trying to make it into a ring. So I've kind of slowed down on custom orders for that reason. Not that I have messed up a lot of people's stuff, it's just the possibility of it. It stresses me out. And it's a lot easier to work on coins when I have, inventory and backup in case something goes wrong. I can quickly just grab another one of my own coins and make you a nice ring out of it. I hope that makes sense. Oh, thank you very much. I saw your order come in. Thank you. If anybody else is interested in checking out my stuff, the website is linked on my profile. Go check it out. Say, I did do quite a few custom orders my second year of working on it, but I was a bit more brazen then. Welcome back. I've become a little more, especially since like this is a real company now, like it's a LLC. I really don't want to be in any kind of legal situation for destroying somebody's property. What's the largest ring size I can make from a coin? So it really depends on the coin. Smaller coins have a smaller range. For 1 ounce silver rounds, I can make them up to size 18. Morgan silver dollars and peace dollars, I can make them up to size, I think, 16. And the max for like a $half is 14. The max for quarters is 12. So it really depends on the coin. Thanks so much, man. Have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. So now we really get to clean this up. We're going to grab some polish. I was using, this is 4-0 fine steel wool, and that's just to get a little bit of the fire scale off. It's fine enough where it's not going to scratch up your ring, but it's strong enough that it will get rid of some of that fire scale, which is pretty, it likes to hang around, so it's hard to get rid of. So this is how I start polishing there. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. I feel like this live has gone pretty dang well. We got 3,400 likes on it. Excuse me, just 1 second. Made a quarter to size 16. Didn't look good. Yep. That. What copper color is called fire scale? So when you anneal your coin, which is where you heat it up with fire, that leaves behind this kind of dark substance on the surface. That's called fire scale. How'd I get so awesome? Practice, persistence, stupidity, not knowing when to quit. Like, most people will quit way before I quit it, and I'm still going. I'm like 3.5 years into it. I still haven't quit. Too dumb to quit. That's how you become awesome. How you doing, Chris? Too legit to quit. I don't know. I just really like it. Like, I'd probably still be making these even if I didn't sell them. Like, I enjoy the process of making them, and the result is super satisfying. Like when I get to look at my rings when I'm finished, I'm like, how the hell did I just make that? It blows my mind every time. It's hard to let some of them go. Like, I'm like, God, it's so beautiful, but it's not mine. Thank you very much. I have to agree with you. Like, it's the beauty of the work that keeps me going. I really enjoy the process and the results. And like making wedding rings is so freaking cool, guys. Like, I never thought in my whole life that like I would make something like that for people, but it's so rewarding because they love it, and like there's usually like deeper meaning in it. Like they can pick the years or like the places they met, or you know, there's baked in meaning in their wedding rings. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. So if anybody's looking for somebody to make their wedding rings, you know, go take a look at the site. I'd be happy to make something for you. Honestly, they're my favorite. Look how pretty. Pretty. Well, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to finish polishing this one up, and then I'm going to take a little break, and I might hop back on here and make some more rings. We got 2 orders during this live, which is pretty sweet. And if you haven't checked out the website yet, it's on my profile, so make sure to hit the follow button so you don't lose me. I want all 200 of you to hit the follow button immediately. That is an order. All of you, do it. Do it now. Hit the follow button, hit the follow button, hit the button, hit the follow button. I use a little bit of a jewelry polishing cloth. Can I put in diamonds? No. Chris can, though. If you look up in the comments here, Navarro Coin Rings, he does stone setting and coin rings. So he's a good guy to go to. I meant to be this good enough to do stone setting, but I have been a bit busier on the business front than on the teaching myself how to make new jewelry stuff front. Have I ever done anything out of sterling blanks? I've done some engraving. I engrave like a 5th grader. Really, it's not very pretty. And engraving on coins is doubly difficult because all the details are raised, so you're constantly bumping into stuff. It's really hard. So I've done a little bit of it, but I'm not very proud of the results. I could use some more practice. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're still wearing your rings every day. There's nothing that I love hearing more than that. That's awesome. What was your other question? I have done some sterling rounds, so I do have a couple sterling rounds available on the website. That's going to be 92.5% silver. Oh, we got that. All kinds of shiny. Let's get real close on it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. 1979, Susan B. Anthony, 6.5. All the details on the side are, on the inside are still absolutely perfect. That looks really good. Well, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. I hope y'all have a great day. I do appreciate you watching. If anybody has a question that you haven't asked, I'm going to leave about 2 minutes for y'all to ask away. If you got some free time, I sure would appreciate you visiting my website, coinringmaker.com. It's linked on my profile. If you go to my TikTok profile now, there's a new button there that says coupon. You can tap on that. It'll copy the coupon onto your phone's clipboard, and you can use it for anything on the website. It's going to be 10% off your order. All you got to do is tap that button and then use it at checkout. And I hope y'all all have a great day. This was fun. Sometimes I just can't stop polishing. I want it to get that mirror reflective surface. See if it's mirror reflective. That's pretty good.